longer than I realise at the moment. I'm underestimating because everything's taking so much longer. Hello, hello. And I'm sorry I haven't put on many videos this week because, well, I haven't put on any because I've just been struggling. Really, my leg's been just stinging all week. Absolutely stinging to the point that everything from my live last week is still in front of me because I haven't even been able to clear my makeup desk. But anyway, that's enough of all my apologies because I have got stuff that I can show you all, and I'm just going to organise a little bit so we don't end up chucking loads of stuff on the floor by mistake. Well, hello there, Nina. So totally disorganised, but I tell you what has just arrived, Nina. And I thought I've got to incorporate a little look, and I'm going to use one of my Carla Cosmetics as well, I think. But I got one of these, and I've been waiting to get this for a while. And I got it on one of the Made by Mitchell lives. I just love this shade. It is the Gel Glaze eyeshadow in Elliptic. And I thought I'm going to do a little eye look. Hello there, Stacey. Hello, Stacey. I think also you've been sending me messages. I'm sorry. I've been struggling with pain and I'm not ignoring people. Yes, now look, I got this one in Ecliptic. Is it? Ecliptic. Look at that. It's a nice shimmery blue. Oh, and I've got a DPD order that's just about to arrive at the door. And I'm hoping he doesn't knock and ask me to get up. I've just ordered a Ring doorbell so that I can answer the door on my phone. Because I get a knock at the door and it literally takes me about 4 minutes to get to the door. And so I've just ordered a Ring doorbell. So, now, yeah, I thought I'd use that and one of the Carla Cosmetics pigments. But I also wanted to show you some, yes, I know we did some flash sales yesterday. And I got another case that is, I haven't got it within reach, but I'll show you the original one I got. And I got the brush holders because I definitely need makeup storage. Okay. I got one of these, but I got it in lilac. One of these, but in lilac. And I got the brush holders that go inside. So I ordered 3 of the brush holders in lilac to go inside my lilac one. And then he half priced the brush holders. So I ordered 3 of the silver ones because they fit inside here. And then you can organise all your stuff and you can get a lot in there. So that's what's coming. That's what's arriving any minute now. And I'm hoping they just leave it in the porch and go away. Yes, there is another live today. And P. Louise's are doing one at the moment. Now, I've just posted a video about P. Louise. She sent me, when I say me, for my dad, she sent every single Bad Bitch Energy duo that she does. Every flavour for my dad. I've just uploaded that to TikTok and to Instagram. Go and have a look. It's part 1, which is me just showing you the box and stuff. But I'm going to do a part 2 where I take them to my dad. And I can't wait to see his face. Now, I may not have been putting out videos this week, but I've been buying. You know what I'm like. I know, it is so lovely of her. I've been buying and I've got some interesting products to show you. Now, first of all, I got this from Amazon. Couldn't get it anywhere else, but if you want the link, you know I'm an Amazon associate. Now, this is, I thought would be really good to have in my car for touch-ups. And it's basically a sunscreen compact. It's by, do you know what? It doesn't have the name on the Aven. It's by Aven, right? And it looks really dark. It's actually the right shade for me. So it's, oh, here he is. Please don't knock. Just please leave it. He's going to leave it. He's going to leave it. Thank you. When they knock and they wait for me. But I think I've put something on the app saying it takes me a while to get to the door. So I think they don't bother now. They just leave it in the porch. Great, he's left it in the porch. So that's my other 3 brush things. So this is it. Now that looks a bit, it looks a bit dark, doesn't it? But it's perfect. Now this has got SPF 50. It's got high UVB, UVA. Great for topping up your sunscreen. I wouldn't just put that on its own and rely on that, but it's great for topping it up. Now this is shade Doré Honey, and it looks dark, and it was difficult to tell, but actually look, it's perfect shade for me, and you can see it's good coverage as well. But I'm going to wipe that off because I want to show you something else. So that's really good. I think if you're out and about, that's going in my car, so that, you know, when you're in the car and you need to top up. I also got a spray, which is in the other room, which is an SPF spray. And I thought I'd try the one by Ultrasun. So I've got a spray, but also, because you can never have too many top-up sunscreens. You know, it's easy enough to get sunscreens, but things that you can top up, because my pigmentation is starting to pop through and I don't go out. This is me not going out and using sunscreen, and still the sun pigmentation starts popping through. So the other thing that I got, hello Nina, hello Shahina. The other thing I got to try was this by Supergoop, and it is a new setting powder. It's only SPF 30, but I'm using it to top up. And it's a mineral sunscreen. And it doesn't have any white cast to it. Now, what it is it's got a little, it's a little brush with powder in it. And you just put it on like that and use it to set your makeup. And it's got SPF 30 in it. Isn't that a great idea? So there's loads of ideas for topping up. Sprays, compact, powder for topping up your sunscreen. I think that's really good because we often want to touch up our powder throughout the day. The only feedback that I saw on the reviews is that it doesn't last very long. And even when I've got it on lock, the powder still comes out. So I'll have to update you on that. Oh, you've done the intensifiers. I'll have to have a look. Hello there, Terry. Hello, everyone. Now, the other thing that I got is I got 3 products. Oh, don't say. No, there's one thing I've got to show you, and I haven't thrown it in this bag. And I have to show it you. So it's going to motivate me to get up and walk. Just bear with me a second. Right, because this isn't easy, but I've got to show you this. I cannot not show you this. Okay. So, I got a referral through this morning, by the way, and it looks, I'm not very optimistic, because it looks like one of those teams where they tell you to, they talk about your sleep and things you can do to help your pain, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of medical interventions. It's all about you living with it. And that's great if it's something that you've never lived with before. But if you've lived with something for 53 years, you've lived with pain, and you really, it's like preaching to the converted. Honest to God, I just don't want to hear it. I know all of it. And I do all of it. you know, you're coming in at the 11th hour to tell me something. I've made all those adjustments in my life. And this is after all those adjustments have been made that I'm suffering. This isn't a new injury where, I mean, it is a new injury, but it's not a new injury that I need help to deal with how to self-care. Do you know what I mean? Nina will know. Nina will know exactly what I mean. Right, now I had to show you this. Right. Now, years ago, I had a very similar product that I really loved. And it was by Becca, but I think Becca's gone out of business, haven't they? Can anyone tell me? I'm sure Becca have gone out of business now. They don't sell anymore. I've got my latte here. Yes, they've gone. Now, Becca were the only people that did a colour corrector, which was perfect for me. Every other company does a colour corrector that's either too light or too dark, and they don't do one in between. Now, the only one possibly is Bobbi Brown, but for some reason, I never reached for it. I didn't like the consistency. This is it. This is it. And I found it. First of all, I found out about the brand from Beauty in the Boutique. And I was going to order it from Beauty in the Boutique. And then I saw that they had a load of other things on QVC. And the brand is Doll 10. And it's called This Covers Everything range. Now, the reason is in the summer, I get all of this pigmentation starting to pop through. And so I do the opposite of what most people do in the summer. I start going up in coverage. When everyone else is going for more sheer coverage, I start using fuller coverage because of my pigmentation. And you can see it starts to... I mean, it's been a lot worse in previous years. So I'm obviously doing the sunscreen bit. But this is just perfect shade for me. Is Doll 10 available on TikTok? Oh, it might be. I haven't even looked. Now, there's two shades, and one of them's for fair skin, and it's got more of a pinkish tone. And this one's got more of a peachy tone, and this is just like my Becca one. And I'm going to show you just how miraculous this is. Now, watch this. Cheek peaks, and let's do this brown dot here. Look. Gone. That one's raised a bit, so that one's not going. But look, if I do this cheek peak, gone. It's perfect. Absolutely damn perfect. And look, if I put it under my eyes, again, the perfect shade. So if you've got a similar skin tone to me and you go and look for colour correctors and they're either too light or too dark and nothing in between, this is the one to go for. They've sold out of the lighter one, but they've still got this on QVC in amber. You've got Doll 10 concealer. Now, I bought... So, anyway, when I got that, I thought, that's it. I've got to try the foundation and the concealer, and that's what I'm going to put on today. But I had to just demonstrate that first. So, I'm going to go all around the houses, because I could do with some moisturiser. But have I got my moisturiser within reach? Let's have another sip of my tea. Do you know what? I haven't got my moisturiser within reach, but I have got my sunscreen within reach, I think. I've got this one within reach. This is a moisturiser. Let's put this on. I thought I had my other one. This is Ultra Sun Anti-Pigmentation. This isn't the tinted version. Oh, there's Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. Never mind. But this will give me some moisture. What are the eyeshadow palettes like? You said they're wonderful. It's really made me sit up and take notice of them as a brand. Now you can see the one without tint has got a little bit of a white cast, but it's not too bad. It kind of sinks in and goes away. So that's Ultra Sun. Right. Now, so I'm doing this covers everything duo now. I've probably taken some of that under eye colour corrector off. So, and the other thing with QVC is it comes, I haven't used them yet, but it comes, everything comes with accessories. So the colour corrector comes with a brush. The concealer comes with a beauty blender. And the foundation comes with a brush. Look at that. It's so good. See, I kind of wiped off what I'd just done. She's re-released the tinted lip oils. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I'm just getting... Can you tell I'm getting a bit tired of all the lip releases? I'm going to do a little video. I have planned one this week, but I haven't put it out yet. I'm going to do a little video about how to shop smart for Charlotte Tilbury lip items. So tune in if you're interested in that, because I've got a few tips and tricks to save you money. I know that you like them, didn't you, Stacey? I do like the original lip oil. So Terry's saying that the eyeshadows from Doll 10 are very smooth and silky, blend like a dream, cool and warm neutrals. Fantastic. I'm tempted also by the Charlotte Tilbury sale, a couple of items in the sale. I could do with probably getting some new colour chameleons and I was thinking about getting another one of those Pillow Talk colour chameleon sets because I use that a lot. That's good, Stacey. Now, I'm going to use this foundation. And this is the Luminous TCE. Now, they do all sorts of different foundations, but this one is the This Covers Everything range. So it's pretty full on coverage. But the great thing is that even though it's quite high coverage, and like people buy this to cover things like strawberry birthmarks and stuff, it doesn't look high coverage. There you go. You got another viewer later on today, Stacey. Now, this shade is tan. Okay, so I'm tanning this formula, and this is the brush that it comes with. Now, I'll do one side of my face. Now, the medium, I did get medium in the concealer, but it is too pale to get it as a foundation. So it's slightly, it's not too yellow, but it's slightly on the orange side for my complexion. But it's not too bad. It's just like having bronzer. So can you see? That's the side that I've done. And that's the side I haven't done. It's a really nice dewy foundation, but it's decent coverage. And again, I know I've put the colour corrector underneath, and I shouldn't have swiped, because I've swiped over what I've done with that colour corrector. But can you see, if you just pat it, it'll cover those brown pigmentations. Now that was half a pump, and the other half will do the other side of my face. Do you ever forget to do the bottom of your nose? I'm always forgetting to do the bottom bit of my nose. Now, I know that there's a bit of a difference between my chest and everything, but I'm not going to go too far down because I don't want to ruin this white dress. And then I'm just going to dot the last little bit around my pigmenty areas. So I'm really loving that. I did think of trying their powder as well, and I thought, no, don't be silly, Ali. You got loads of powders. And so now I'm just going to use the concealer, the Doll 10 concealer. And I got that in medium. And the medium's still quite a bit yellow. It's fine with, if I put it on it, it's not one that I'd put on its own without foundation in terms of the colour shade. And it's also got one of these nickel bases like the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Serum. But I like to just put it on like that. You can dab it like that. And what I do is do that now. That way you kind of spreading it down there and not using too much. And I love the fact that it doesn't settle into fine lines. It really doesn't. You know, a lot of concealers promise not to settle in fine lines, but they do. This one doesn't. And again, this covers everything, TCE. So it's good coverage. All right, so I've been buying a lot at the moment, so I'm not interested at the moment, Stacey, but if anyone's interested in buying Lisa Eldridge lipstick, let Stacey know. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my camera here. Right. Now, do you know what? I always end up not doing my brows. I'd say I'll do that afterwards and I'll post a picture. So, do you know what? I'm going to do my brows if I can. Just going to put all that there so I don't lose it. And no, that's not what I want. I want one of those. And I'm sure I've got it here. Yes, I have. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. Okay, so Stacey's saying she's got Velvet Duchess lipstick and liner and Pompadour lipstick. Right, so I'm just going to give my spoolie a bit of a wipe. It always gets foundation caught in it, and then you end up putting foundation into your brows. And now I've ended up getting bits of wipe and tissue in instead. Right, let's try that. That should, hopefully that's got rid of it. Okay, so I'm going to just brush these up first. Like so. And then I'm going to do the brow freeze. So what you do is you pick some up with this spatula in here. You pick some up with that. And then you put it on the lid like that. Spread it around a little bit. And then you roll your spoolie. So that it's coated nice and evenly. And then what you do is you brush them. Because I want to use that blue and some of the Carla Cosmetics stuff, I really want to make sure that my brows are framing my face. And what you do is after you've brushed it through, you can, like if you don't like them sticking up, you can lay them down. But what you do then is, look, I've got that silly one growing again. I'll have to lay that one down in a minute. But then what you do is you take the other side, what the spatula side that you used. You can do this with your fingers as well, but you then kind of press it down so you end up with really sort of glossy brows like that. It's like soap brows, really. That just needs a bit more combing, that side. And then if you want to if you don't like that bit, and I've got a few like that one sticking up, you can just lay them down. But I quite like it for a change. And then what's great is you can see where your gaps are. And what I like about it as well is it really does restore my eyebrows to that kind of the colour that's my hair colour. Because my hair colour's still quite dark. Obviously, I've got a bit of grey coming through now. But it kind of darkens them up enough. But it's my own colour. Now, I want to just quickly, if I can find it. Oh. Ah, dear. No, I'm not going to be able to find it. I was going to fill in my brows with a pencil. Ah, there we go. Got the Charlotte Tilbury one. That'll do. Now, the one I was going to use, which I love, is the MAC one, which is a liquid liner. really good for filling this in, but let's try this. I don't think the pencils work as well over this brow freeze. But not too bad. So this time I've done my brows first. Sort of spiky brows today. What am I getting from the CT sale? I'm probably going to get another one of those Pillow Talk kits with the 2 colour chameleons. I can't remember what else I put in my basket. I think it was, I was thinking I could do with some colour chameleons, because mine are a little bit old and dried up. And I do like the colour chameleons. So I think it was basically that. Now I'm going to put some of this on, and then I'm going to use a Carla Cosmetics pigment over the top. You adore the... So Nina says she adores the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows Full and Fluffy Fibre Gel. Ooh, I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, does it end tonight? She's not giving us chance to all get paid then. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. This is the first time I'm using Made by Mitchell eye glaze. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Look at that. I tell you what else, by the way, is on its way that I've ordered. I had to order it because it was the whole fear of missing out. I've ordered the Victoria Beckham blonde lid luster because she's phasing it out. You won't be able to get it soon. And I'm only missing 2 of her lid lusters. That one and the black one. Tiny wand and it's perfect. Ooh, I'll have to look at that one. Do you know, I still like my Maybelline one. But I want to get a pen because I've got a MAC one and I love the felt tip pens. Especially when I do that brow freeze. I like them filling it in with the pen. So I was looking at the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. Look at that. That is pigmented. Now I just need to kind of blend that out a bit. That is stunning. And it actually, you know what's great about that? That is one of the first sort of intense blues that I've been able to put on my eyes that I haven't had to adjust by putting a white primer underneath. It still looks blue even though I've got a warm undertone. Oh, you've been in agony on your back. Severe sunburn. How did you get that? Have you been on holiday? Oh, you went to a wedding. Sorry to hear that, Stacey. Now let's see if I can just blend this out at the top a bit. Doesn't matter if I can't. I think it's got a bit of playtime. Because I'll put something else on top anyway. I just want to smudge out the edges a bit. And I'm going to put some underneath. Because I think this sort of colour looks great if you've got brown eyes. Let's put a little bit underneath. Sorry, you know me, I get chatting and talking and I forget to read the comments. Right, I'm going to just put a little bit on underneath with the smudge brush. It's such a nice soft texture. I keep feeling like I've got... Do you get that when you feel like you've got an eye, a hair sticking somewhere over your eye, but you can't find it? That is just stunning. But it's going to get better because I'm going to put a Colour pigment over the top of it. Oh, and I noticed you've got some of these, Stacey, and I've just ordered a few more. I've ordered a new shade yesterday because that was on TikTok, the rose quartz. And I've ordered another palette because I need a new palette. Now, what shall I put over the top of this? I know what I'll put over the top. I know what I'm going to do. Let me see. Which one am I going to do? I could do that one. I could do that one. Or I could do... I think midnight might be nice. Just midnight. It's just... Oh, you know what happens? My knee gets... It seizes up after a while of sitting down. What have I done with my midnight one? Ah, it is in here. That's midnight. I think this one. I think this one. Hello, Helen. You love my top. Do you know what? Thank you very much. Do you know what? It's actually not a top. It's a dress. And I got it from Zara last year. And I'd forgotten all about it. Oh, look at me showing my... Oh, at least it matched. It's me showing off my bra and my patch. But it matches. Yeah, it's a Zara dress. Thank you. Now I'm going to use this, Midnight. It's a blue, but it's got a purple reflect. And I was trying to work out whether to use Night Terror, which is that one. I thought I've got to use one of the dark ones. Or I could use Lullaby, which is that one. Or I could use this one. And I think it's got to be this one. I think it's got to be this one. So I'm going to take my... my silicone brush. And I think I've got enough in the lid. I just want to be careful I don't get this stuff all over my dress. Right. But that's what's great about the silicone brushes, is once you pick it up, it kind of... Oh! Oh! Be still, my beating heart. I'm sorry, but... Oh! Oh my God, I'm going to bathe in this stuff. Look at that for a combo. Oh, I'm in love. I'm just putting some in the lid because you can put the gel glazes in the waterline too. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do that for this look, but I can't wait to try that as well. I mean, I've only got one gel glaze at the moment. Look, just look at that for a combination. Oh my God, I love it. I'm in love. And as I said, you know what? I can never, oh, bit of fallout there. I can never get that effect that well normally because of my warm undertone. But that is just, if you've got a warm undertone and your blue eyeshadow, and you've got brown eyes and you like wearing blue eyeshadow because it makes the most out of your eyes, but you can never get that blue effect because of your warm undertone. This combo is a must. Oh my God. I know it's looking a bit dark at the moment, but look at that. Have I emoted enough? I should have put green on today, shouldn't I, really? But never mind. I don't care. Right, now we need to soften this a bit because obviously at the moment it's looking a bit... Now what we'll do, before I put this away, I'm just cleaning up after myself so I don't get it all over my dress. But I'm just going to use the side of this silicone brush. Don't forget you can get these on Amazon, these brushes. And I'm going to use that just to go over that liner underneath. Let's see if I can swipe that off. Nope. I've just brushed it in, but never mind. I will get rid of that in a minute. Right. I just need to put this lid on because if not, I'm going to get it. If I get this all over my dress, I will be absolutely miffed. And it will put me off using it again. And I do not want to be put off using it. By the way, look what it does. I just, by accident, mixed some with that brow freeze. Look at that, mixed with the brow freeze. And then if you look at it this angle, it looks purple. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me just clean up. As I say, I'm just cleaning up. The only thing about these pigments, especially if you're wearing a light dress, is you have got to clean up after yourself, or else you're going to end up being covered with pigment. And that would never do. So, right. We've got that out the way. Did you see, by the way, Nina, with Love Cosmetics, I have a question. I was asking them yesterday and they didn't see my comment. Do they have a navy glitter? Oh, you got Lavender Hollow. I thought you might, Stacey. Isn't it beautiful? Green matte in the crease. Oh, I don't know about using green. Do you know what I was going to do? Is I was going to put in a bit of something neutral and warm. I think green would be a little bit... I like your creativity, but isn't it blue and green should never be seen? I'm just going to pick out a nice neutral colour out of this palette here, just to put up in the socket to blend it out a bit. That's too pink, really. No, I don't like that. I don't like that, but I'm going to put a bit the other side, otherwise it's not going to look... It's not going to look even. Oh, I know. Silly me. Silly me. I got plenty of neutral shades. Yeah, okay. I'll put green as the bottom eyeliner. Yeah, I like your creativity there, Terry. Okay, I'll put yes. To tie in with my dress. Let me use this palette from P. Louise. Especially as she's been so generous. You wait till you see the video on TikTok of all the products that she sent my dad. Right, let me use this one. This, by the way, is her Wedding XL palette. Right, Wedding XL palette. And I'm going to use Charming. Let's try Charming. Yes, that's the sort of thing that I want, is something neutral. That other one that just looked a bit too pink. And then build it up, just to blend it out. Let's go a bit darker. Now, why did that side go on really strong and the other side didn't? Right, okay. I've got to do a lot of cleaning up with this look. But it will come together once I clean it up. Right, and now I'm just doing value. That is the beauty of this palette, by the way. You've got all your neutrals and all your transitions and everything. Now, what I want to do, which is going to make a massive difference, is I want to clean up the sides, as I said, and I want to put a nice highlighter up here, and I want to put something to just dot in the centre of my lids. Now that looks too gold. I don't want gold. I want cool. Cool, cool, cool. That'll do. Look at that when it mixes. It goes purple. Oh, that's because of the pigment underneath. That is a white shade. But when it mixes with the pigment, it goes... That's what I love about these pigments. You can get so creative with them. Now I just need to blend it in each side. Nothing better than fingers. Right, Terry wants green. Your wish is my command. Now, I've got a green eyeliner. A liquid eyeliner. Let's try this. This one is by P. Louise. And I got it with my the big green palette. Let's see, do these go into the waterline? Yes. Hopefully they don't sting. Now I need that to dry out. There you go, there's green. I will, if my eyes start to water now. Nina sent me this great tip. She'd seen Lisa Eldridge for people whose eyes water. She said, if you feel like your eyes are going to start watering, I'm going to do a demo. Hold on. She says you put your head back and you go... and it stops your eyes watering. So what do you think to the green with the blue? Do you know what? My Aldi has stopped doing all the beauty finds. Now, the other side, by the way, this is a double-ended liner. Oh, they've got Aldi in Florida, have they? What has Ali put on her mobile lids? I'll tell you. I will tell you. Oh, look, that one's a more turquoisey one. What I've put on my mobile lids is I started off by putting the Made by Mitchell. It's called Gel Glaze Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Ecliptic, which is that colour. Really nice. And then over the top, I put Midnight Pigment by P. Louise. And then the thing that I put in the middle was actually white. It was a white highlighter shade from my P. Louise palette. But because it mixed with the pigment, it's made it look purple. And that's what happens when you mix powders with pigment. It kind of brings out one of the shades in it. So I just want to make sure that those are blended out a little bit. Now I want to put some highlighter in the top, and I want to clean up the sides. Let's clean up the sides. Let's do it with this because it's within reach. Now this is not a look where you can skip your mascara. Put a bit here as well. So cover up that fallout. Let's do some mascara. I've got my MAC mascara. One of your favourite colours. Which one, Shahina? Are you talking about the Made by Mitchell or the Carla Cosmetics? I just love the way that the blue goes with brown eyes. I'm going to be developing this look over the next week. I'm going to have a good play around with that combo, trying out different ways of using it, because I absolutely love that combo. Now, what happens with my knee, by the way, is now, even when I'm sitting down now, my legs are starting to sting. So I have to, like, if I sit down for too long, it hurts. If I stand up for too long, it hurts. And it's getting on my nerves. I've got the hot poker pain. I've got it at the moment, Nina. I've got hot pokers going down both of my calves. I've got, where I've had my foot ulcer on my left foot, because my left foot at the moment, my left foot is taking the strain. I'm trying to keep my weight off my right leg. So where I've had my ulcer on my heel is also starting to hurt deep in the tissue, because I don't have sensation on the outside. So that's stinging. It feels right now like, as I'm sitting here, I'm getting fidgety, and I'll tell you exactly what it feels like. It feels like I've got about 10 bees that have just landed on the front of my legs, on my calves, like the front of my lower legs, and they're stinging me simultaneously. That's exactly what it feels like right now. And then I've also trodden on about 5 wasps on my left heel at the same time. My eyes look so big. Thank you. Now, do you know what this calls for? If I can reach it, and if I could work out in all of this mess that I've got around me, I can. This calls for the Made by Mitchell blush book. Look. Let's put some of this on. Some purpley powder blush. I love that, the liquid one. It's just my all-time favourite blush. Absolutely adore it. Right, let's have some nice blush. Oops. Right. Let's do this purple Night and Right. Oh, yes. Night and right. Oh, I also ordered one of his disco blushes because he reduced them to a £5 last night. Right, and I'm going to put a little bit of the lilac one over the top. And I definitely want to find some highlighter in a minute because I want to put some under my brows. So, bear with me. See, even though it's a mess, I know where everything is. Most of the time. I've got a vague idea of where everything is. Let's go for a bit of gilded glow, shall we? A bit of Charlotte Tilbury gilded glow. We can't leave Miss Tilbury out completely. We can't abandon her completely. Although she needs to start selling on TikTok like the others. She needs to start the TikTok strategy. And I need to get these out of the boxes because they're getting on my nerves, getting them in and out. I left them in there because they've got a bit too much space. And I was worried about them breaking, but they do get on my nerves trying to get them out of the box. So I'm going to use Gilded Glow. And I'm going to take a little bit with my finger and put that up there. I probably would have liked an even lighter champagne colour, but never mind. I've got to use what I can reach right now. And I need to cut that brow. Yeah, it's too gold. I wanted more of a white. But never mind. And then I'll take my highlighter brush. Yes, a nude colour. Yeah, we don't want like bright pink. This highlighter's too gold. It's too gold. I don't want it gold. No. What else have I got nearby? Let's think about the lip one next. It's wrong. I needed a whiter highlight. I'll have to add that on after my live because I'll have to get up and look for one. Now lipsticks. Now the lipstick is gonna be a tricky one, but let's see what but not only because I've got to find something within reach as well. Oh, mind you, I've got loads within reach. I've just realised I have got loads and loads within reach. Because I've got my Charlotte Tilbury lip box here. And I'm going to have a look. And do you know what? That might work quite well. I think I'm going to use, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. Even a nude peachy shade. Oh, you've chosen nude romance. Well, let me just, if I can find nude romance and it's nearby, I could try that. But at the moment, I'm going to try this. And you can guess the lipstick. It'll be easy to guess. Right, what's the lip liner? It should be really easy to guess. It's Charlotte Tilbury, of course. No, it's not Iconic Nude. It's not Pillow Talk Intense, it's Pillow Talk. Yeah, Terry's right. Actually, I'm going to fill it in. Terry was right. Right, so that's Pillow Talk lip liner. Now, I'm going to try using Pillow Talk Dual Lips. What do you think to that? Yes or no? Yes, I know you meant the lipstick. I love Pillow Talk Intense, as you know. So you know it's my favourite, Stacey. That's why I know. Pillow Talk looks grey on you every single time. It's probably, you got a bit of a cooler undertone to me. It's not cool, but you cooler than me, aren't you? You love how the dual lips adds a shimmer. Try another. Right, Terry's saying try another. Now let me see if I've got my box of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. If not, I think I might have a box of other lipsticks near me. So bear with me. I like the shimmer. Yes, because I was showing these to my sister. MAC lipsticks. But I think a lot of these are reds and pinks, which are not really what we want. This would have been nice in my waterline. Minted eye kohl. Let's see, have we got... No, we don't want red. I think most of these are... This would look lovely, but I don't know about with this look. What do you think? Costa Chic. The matte lipstick in the egg would go well. No, no, no. You're all very definite today about, I love it. I love it. No, that's pink. A lot of these are bolds. A lot of these are bolds. I know the one in the egg would be good, except it's not within reach. We'll get there. Oh my God, I didn't know I had that. I won't put that on, but look, Disco Bell. Bling Thing liquid lip colour. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. This might work with that jewel lips over the top. This is going to work. And then I think I'd like to put the jewel lips back on because I like the way it makes it shimmer. See what you think of this. Now, it's a matte lipstick. You can guess the shade. It's quite an iconic shade. That's your only clue. It's peachy and it's nude. Can you guess what it is yet? I think that one, but with the jewel lips over the top. You're right, Shahina. It's not teddy bear, but it's velvet teddy. But I think that's what you meant. Velvet teddy. What do you think? I think that with the with this over the top. Velvet teddy, yeah. That's it. It's just slightly darker. Do you like? It's that little touch darker than Pillow Talk. Now, I always thought Velvet Teddy and Pillow Talk were quite similar. But it's definitely a bit darker. You like. The only thing is, I wish I had a brighter highlighter. I want a cool toned highlighter, a white one. Don't look at the MBM lip kits then. Hang on. I know where I've got a white highlighter within reach. Because it's just not right. It's not it's you know when you just know one thing doesn't work. No, not that one either. Unless I've got no, they're all greens. No, no, no. I thought that was my other palette. Not that palette, not that palette. Have I got... I wish I could find one now because I'd show you how much it will just bring it together. Let's have another look at this palette. See, that one's too gold. That one's too blingy. No, they're not right. They're not right. I'm going to have to do it afterwards because there aren't any within reach. And, oh, I know. Oh, there is. Yes. Oh. Let's try it. This is the Wayne Goss one, but I think it's got a bit of a... It's better. It's got a bit of a pinky undertone, but it's better. The other one was too warm. This is from his blush palette. That's better. And then let me just do that on my upper cheek. Yeah, better. CT Glow Wand. Yeah. What, you mean Starlight? That would have worked, wouldn't it? It's getting... I do have it all, but just not within reach. I'm going to have to go because I can't sit down anymore. Oh, right. Okay, so Nina's saying that if you like these satchels, I've now got 2, so I've got enough. I've got one in lilac and I've got one in silver. If you like these, at the moment there's a flash sale and they're £25. They're normally 50 and they're £25. They fit a ton inside, an absolute ton. I mean, I haven't filled mine up yet. I've got to organise my stuff, but they fit a ton inside. And if you get the brush holders, which yesterday were £7.50 each, you can fit 3 inside and it allows you to kind of organise your stuff inside. So go and have a look at that. Thank you all. Yeah, on his live on TikTok. Thank you all for joining me. Do check out my video for the P. Louise. I'm going to put a longer version on YouTube. And I've also had all edited and ready to post for the last week my Victoria Beckham new items. I just haven't put it out. So there'll be stuff that you're tuning into. As I say, my health fluctuates at the moment, and sometimes I just cannot get round to doing things. But bear with me, I'm still here, and I love you all. Take care. Remember to like the live, ladies. Thank you, Shahina. Love you all.